Much has been made of your workplace behavior as a leader of nonprofit veterans organizations and as a Fox News contributor. Were you fired from either of the leadership positions with the nonprofits?
I was the leader. I was the CEO of Concerned Veterans for America and the executive director of Vets for Freedom.
Were you fired from either of them?
And I was never fired from a veterans organization.
Do you have non-disclosure agreements with either of those organizations?
Not that I'm aware of, Senator.
Many of your work colleagues have said that you show up for work under the influence of alcohol or drunk. I know you've denied that, but you would agree with me, right, that if that was the case, that would be disqualifying for somebody to be Secretary of Defense.
Senator, those are all anonymous false claims, and the totality
they're not anonymous.
The letters on the record here.
They're not anonymous.
On the record, people
we've seen records with names
Vets
attached
for Freedom,
to them.
Concerned Vets for America, and Fox News
one of your colleagues
working hard every day on behalf.
One of your colleagues said that you got drunk at an event at a bar and chanted, "Kill all Muslims." Another colleague, not anonymous, we have this, said that you took co-workers to a strip club. You were drunk, you tried to dance with strippers, you had to be held off the stage, and one of your employees in that event filed a sexual harassment charge as a result of it. Now, I know you denied these things, but isn't that the kind of behavior that, if true, would be disqualifying for somebody to be Secretary of Defense?
Senator, anonymous false charges.
They're not anonymous. And I'll just conclude and say this to the chairman. You claim that this was all anonymous. We have seen records with names attached to all of these, including the name of your own mother. So don't make this into some anonymous press thing. We have seen multiple names of colleagues consistently throughout your career that have talked about your abusive actions,
Chairman,
attitudes,
I think he's
words,
over his time. He's way over his time.
I now yield.
Here, why this moment sticks with me. We've reached a point in politics where asking basic questions about conduct gets reframed as a personal attack, where demanding professionalism is treated as partisan warfare, where the burden of proof somehow shifts entirely onto the people raising concerns, while the person under scrutiny gets to wave it all away as fake or anonymous, even when it's not. Tim Kaine didn't grandstand here. He didn't yell. He didn't moralize. He asked a simple, adult question. If this behavior were true, would it disqualify you from leading the most powerful military on Earth? That question deserves an answer, not deflection, not outrage, not cable news talking points. And more broadly, this exchange exposes something uncomfortable but necessary to confront. We've lowered the bar for public leadership in ways that would be unacceptable in almost any other profession. If a school superintendent, hospital administrator, or corporate CEO faced this volume of documented concern from colleagues, there would be a serious review process. No culture war framing, no cries of persecution, just accountability. National defense should demand more, not less. Because the people affected by these decisions aren't pundits or politicians. They're service members, civilian employees, families, people who deserve leaders who are steady, disciplined, and worthy of trust. So when moments like this happen, when a senator presses, when a nominee deflects, when the room grows tense, it's worth paying attention. Not for the drama, but for what it tells us about the values we're elevating. If you care about standards in leadership, about accountability that actually means something, and about whether we're serious when we say, the most qualified person for the job, then this exchange isn't just political theater. It's a warning sign. And as always, I want to know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if this breakdown helped, and subscribe